I rendered this entire floor plan in just 3 minutes, perfect results with no errors, and also created the same in 16 different styles. Architecture tools have been evolving extremely fast, but 2D presentation is an area that's still lagging behind until now. Throughout architecture school and even in practice, I have spent an endless amount of time styling drawings in Photoshop, searching for textures and organizing layers just to make a single drawing look presentable. It always felt like there was a gap here, something that could massively save time for both students and professionals. And over time, while exploring newer workflows and tools, I always keep revisiting this tool called Bildigo. It lets you import your CAD drawings, apply multiple styles instantly, adjust, tweak, and export to print all in one place. A tool like this can be extremely helpful if you're a student who's rushing for deadlines, a professional who's juggling between multiple tasks, or if you're working in interiors or real estate. So in this video, let's walk through the platform and see how it performs when compared to the traditional workflow in Photoshop. I'm Salman, an architect and administrator. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so we can grow together as a design community. So let's get started. You can access Bildigo from the link in the description, and this will take you directly into the platform. This is completely browser-based. You can just open it and start working. You can sign up by creating an account or by using your Google account. There's a free version using which you can create one project and up to 2 files. And this allows 3 high-quality exports of your drawings. And there's a paid version as well. Also, I do have a discount code for you guys. Make sure to use the code Salman20 to get 20% off on your first month. Once you log in, this is the dashboard you'll land in. On the left, everything is neatly organized. Your projects, drafts, and all categorized so it's easy to navigate. And here on the main screen, you can see all the projects that you created. Over onto the right side, you have the option to start a new project. But before we jump into that, I actually want to test out the full potential of this platform, so I'm going to upgrade to the premium version. You can choose a subscription here, and for this demo, I'll go with the monthly plan and place the order. Once done, it basically unlocks everything. Unlimited files and projects, access to team features, full access to the platform, and you can download your work without any watermark. To start a new project, you can simply click on the plus icon to create a new file, and that opens up to the canvas. Most of the core tools you need are right here on the top. Things like selection tools, move, boards, drawing and shape tools, text, images, pen and path tools, rulers, and all of that is neatly placed here. It might look minimal at first, but this toolset is more than enough to create and render a complete floor plan. On the right side, under Design, you can set the units for your project, and under Styles, you get to access a variety of presets. What's really useful here is that once you pick a style, it already comes with a pre-made set of layers. These layers are clearly named, so it becomes super easy to pick what you need and apply it directly to your floor plan. And if you open this drop-down, you'll see all the styles to choose from. The ones in white are part of the free version, and the ones marked in orange are in the premium version. Now let's say you're starting with a basic AutoCAD drawing. The first step would be to export that drawing as a PDF. All we have to do is to just drag and drop it directly into the canvas. Before we start styling, the first and most important step is to fix the scale of the drawing. And for that, we can use the ruler. Pick a dimension that you already know. For example, the depth of a stair, let's say, is 300 mm. You can measure that using the ruler tool, input the actual value, and the software will automatically scale the entire drawing accordingly. You also have the option to manually set a custom scale, or just scale it up or down anytime while you're working. And once that's set, you're all good to start working on your floor plan. Now let's start styling the drawing. So the first step is to start making selections and pick different parts of the drawing to work on. For that, we can use the selection tool. It's this little knife icon, and once you click that, it opens the selection mode. Let's start with the magic wand. We can adjust the threshold depending on the drawing, and we also have options to add or subtract from the selection. So let's begin by selecting the walls. Just click inside a wall, and if your drawing is a closed loop, it will automatically select the entire area. Once the walls are selected, you can go to the right panel where the layers are categorized. Here, let's choose the main wall, and it instantly applies the texture based on the selected style preset. For this demo, let's use a realistic style so it's easier to see what's happening. Once again, using the magic wand, we can quickly select the entire floor. And if you want to remove certain parts from the selection, just switch to the shape tool, choose subtract, and select over the areas you want to exclude. This makes the whole selection process really flexible. Once selected, you can apply something like main flooring, and for the other areas, you can choose variation like secondary flooring. For irregular or odd-shaped areas, you can use the path tool. Let's also select the toilets, and apply something like surface flooring. As we're doing all of this, we can notice how the software automatically creates and names layers on the left side. This is honestly a huge time saver. Moving on, let's select the payment areas. You can find options like main and secondary payment, and if you ever want to add something to an existing layer, you can just select the layer and click on the drawing. This will automatically apply the same texture. Let's also add a water feature, and for the road, I'll go with the street layer. For the surrounding areas, let's add some grass. Now let's add some landscape elements like trees. Once that's done, we can start adding shadows. Just select a layer and click on this pencil icon. This opens up the layer settings where you can control things like shadow styles, direction, opacity, and more. For this example, I'll go with the hard shadow and tweak the X and Y values to control how the shadow falls. We can repeat this for other elements as well, and this gives a better depth to the drawing. Now, one common question is, can you actually import your own textures? Yes, we can absolutely can. For example, if I select the grass layer, there's an option to add an image. You can import any texture from your local system, something from Pinterest, and that can be applied here. You also get options to tile the image, adjust the fit, and control the aspect ratio. For now, I'll stick with the default grass texture. Now this is where things get really interesting. Once your drawing is styled, you can go back to the styles drop-down and instantly switch between different presets. And the best part is, you only have to do the work once and then explore around 16 different styles, and everything updates automatically. Each style has its own visual language and they're fully customizable. I really like some of the styles here. They're not something you usually see even on platforms like Pinterest. You can also experiment with wall tones, maybe go slightly darker and add a stroke to give it more polished and professional look. And that's pretty much it. In just a few minutes, you can go from a basic CAD drawing to a fully styled presentation-ready floor plan. Traditionally, on Photoshop, you need to make a decision and pick a style before you even get started. And throughout this process, you end up getting stuck and spending many hours on one single drawing. But here on Bildigo, it's completely different. You can try one version and see how it fits into your presentation and switch between multiple different styles within a few seconds. The time and effort that we spend on Bildigo is something that I like to call a non-destructible workflow, meaning it's completely editable, and within a few clicks, you can choose a completely different style and have multiple variations of the same drawing. This kind of flexibility is something we never had in 2D architectural drawings before. Let's head over to the Design tab. Make sure to select the entire drawing, and on the bottom right, you'll find the Export option. Once we click that, we can choose between formats like JPEG, PDF, PNG, or even WebP. If we choose JPEG, we get different quality options up to 6x resolution. In the free version, this is usually limited to 1x and includes a watermark, but with the premium version, you can export without any restrictions. Let's go with PDF for this example and hit export. And that's it. The file gets downloaded instantly. What's really nice here is that the final output is super crisp. In fact, the textures and overall quality actually look even better in the exported file compared to what we see on the canvas. We wanted to test something that actually matters in the real world. How well does these drawings hold up on a print? Because that's where most drawings work or completely fall apart. And honestly, the results were pretty impressive. The texture quality in print is really sharp. Materials like wood, grass, and even subtle shadows look almost identical to what we see on the screen. There's no noticeable loss in detail, and the highlights and depth come together really well. I don't think most people would be able to tell whether this was rendered in Photoshop or in Bildigo. And that's actually a big deal, because as architects, saving time on repetitive workflows makes a huge difference. The second sheet here is actually my favorite part. Quite to my surprise, this one looks cohesive and visually rich. Some of these styles have very fine details, and even those hold up really well in print. The colors stay true to what we see on the screen, and effects like soft blurs or gradients translate really well into paper. Even tiny details in areas like pavements or landscape textures are clearly visible. So the outputs that we produce on Bildigo is not just something that looks good on a screen, but the quality actually translates into a print, which is what really matters at the end of the day. We cannot come to a conclusion without actually testing Bildigo with the traditional workflows on Photoshop. So we tried recreating an exact style of floor plan that we just created on Bildigo using the tools in Photoshop. We start by importing the drawing into Photoshop, and then it's all about making selections. Basically, every element in the drawing. You go piece by piece, selecting different areas and filling them with base colors. There are multiple ways to approach floor plan rendering in Photoshop. but this is usually the fastest method that I use. So I started to select all the major elements from the PDF and assign them basic colors. The next step is to find textures. We can head over to a tool like Pinterest and start downloading flooring textures, tiles for toilets, grass textures, and so on. The tricky part here is that everything has to be searched individually, and we're never fully sure if the textures are seamless, which can become a problem later. After that, let's bring those textures into Photoshop. We can use these textures as patterns, but it does not give us control over things like contrast or saturation. So instead, I place the textures on top of the base colors and use masking to apply it onto the selected areas. This is a manual and repetitive process and definitely takes time. Now personally, I use a lot of shortcuts, so masking and applying textures feels quite seamless to me. But if you're not very comfortable with Photoshop, this can get complicated pretty quickly. And even after adding all the textures, we still need to adjust the hue, saturation, and contrast of all the textures so the entire drawing feels more cohesive. And then we can add shadows. We can typically use the drop shadow option, tweak the size, direction, and opacity. And once again, this has to be done individually for all the layers. So when we put together all of this, the entire process is quite time consuming. For me, this took about 1 hour and 6 minutes, even after using all the shortcuts that I know. If you're a beginner, this could actually take much longer, maybe about 1.5 or 2 hours to get a similar result. So the difference here is not just speed, but where your time is actually going. In traditional workflows, most of our time and energy goes into executing that one single idea, but here that effort shifts. You're no longer stuck to one single idea, and you're completely free to try and experiment and spend most of your time deciding which style works best for you instead of executing one single idea. There are a few more features in Bildigo that are definitely worth mentioning. It's not just limited to floor plans, you can work with sections and elevations as well. Here are some drawings that we rendered, and just like the previous example, this took a matter of few minutes. The platform has layer styles to adapt to them as well, and actually that makes a big difference. Because now you're able to maintain a consistent visual language across your entire set of drawings. There's also a built-in asset library which saves you from the trouble of constantly searching for elements, and then we have ready-made templates as well, which can really speed up things when you're trying to put together a presentation sheets. You can also add custom fonts to the library, and that can help in maintaining a consistency. All of these additions put together make Bildigo feel like an ecosystem for presentations and not just a simple styling tool. So here's my honest take about it. What I really like is how much time it saves in the process. What used to take many hours is now possible in few minutes. It's also extremely easy to get started with this tool. You don't need to spend many hours learning any complicated softwares or installing them for that matter. And that's a great advantage for both students and professionals who already might not have the time to learn another software to add to their toolkit. I also like the flexibility to tweak textures, experiment a bit, and also import custom textures into your drawing. And the fact that it's browser-based makes it more accessible for everyone. You can literally open up anywhere and get started. Collaboration also becomes much easier because everything now happens in one single place. And honestly, for the tools and features that this offers, the pricing feels quite reasonable. But of course, it does have some downsides. If you're someone who likes very precise control over your drawings, especially with vectors, then you might feel limited here. And if you're working on like really high detail, graphic heavy presentation, you might still need to switch to Photoshop or Illustrator to add that final polish to your drawings. Also, since this is browser based, you need to be connected to an internet at all the time. But overall, if you're in a situation where your submission is tomorrow morning, or if you're a junior architect who already has 100 things to do, I don't think these points will matter too much because the time that this platform saves is extremely valuable. So if you're ready to try it out, the link to Bildigo is in the description. Make sure to use this coupon code to avail your discount. And that was it from the detailed review of Bildigo. Let me know in the comments if you do have any questions about this platform, and I'll be happy to answer them. You can follow me on Instagram and the handle is right here. I'll see you on the next one.